Hello, my children, and welcome back to the formerly Drunk Jesus Show. As you may recall, I decided to give up the drinking. There are some people that sent up some prayers that noted that I really wasn't acting the same anymore, and well, they were right. I was trying to drink my problems away. You may have noticed, if you've been following me, that obviously I have some unresolved problems in my life. I got some pretty bad post-traumatic stress from the crucifixion and some abandonment issues, things like that. Kind of grew up without a real father, and just a lot of things that I need to deal with as a person that I was trying to. I was trying to fill that hole in my life with alcohol, and it was just a very self-destructive thing that I was doing. But I finally I finally got back on the wagon, and I've been on it for about 2 months now. It was about 9 months ago. I made it like 2 weeks, and you may have seen that video, and then fell off, and I just didn't want to minister at the time because I was so ashamed. But now I got the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions and the big book. And the first step is we admitted we were powerless over alcohol and that our lives had become unmanageable. Well, that one was kind of a no-brainer. If you saw me, drinking in the basement of heaven, now I'm back upstairs, and there's a picture of my mom back there. Whatever. And then, the first step is pretty easy. Once you say, "Yeah, I'm an alcoholic," that's all there is to it. But you gotta take it further than that. Actually go somewhere in the steps if you want to do anything. And the second one, and that's the one that gives. It gives a lot of people trouble, including me. And that coming to believe in a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Like, I had to, stop relying on my own power and turn my will over to me as I understand me. Because I am God, and I am the higher power. So I had to, give up, just thinking, oh, I'm going to do it on my own, and realize that I have to turn myself over to me in order to do that. And, I haven't gotten that much further than that. I do take things one step at a time. For me, a day can be like 1,000 years. So that's why, in your time, it may seem like I haven't got too much done or whatever, but in Jesus' time, I've been doing a lot. And one thing you may notice is just, instead of, getting home and drinking every day, I just do a few push-ups, and, this is the power of the Lord right here. Yeah, you like what you see? You better, because I'm Jesus, and I'll do stuff if you don't. I will be sharing some Christ-like workouts in the future. I've got a lot going on in my life, and you should make it a daily part of your life too. You really need to, pray to me, subscribe to my channel. As the alcohol, it takes a lot of your will to do anything away, and I'm trying to get that back. And I ended up having to do this little checklist thing where I make a list of all of the shit that I need to get done every day, because I wasn't doing it. I was waking up hungover, depressed, because alcohol is a depressant, and if you drink to get rid of the depression, and then you wake up and you're more depressed than you were before, and your life's just falling apart. And so I had to kick that, and so now I got just try to get up at the same time every day. Do some push-ups in the morning. And make your bed as soon as you get up in the morning, because if that's all you do, you've already accomplished something as soon as you've gotten up. And it just really helps to kickstart the day. I'm eating a little healthier. What else am I doing? Trying to quit smoking. That's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Because, well, I got bigger problems than the smoking. My modeling career isn't really taking off as much as I thought I would. Maybe we need to pray more. I got some Halloween gigs set up. I got 3 of them. I got to pick which ones I'm going to do. I've been considering more getting into rap. That seems like a better way to minister, especially mumble rap. I'm the son of man and I got nailed up on the cross. I'm the son of man and I living like a boss. See, like, and I just gotta put that in a beat, and everyone will be worshiping me. But I still gotta get an A&R person and find out what an A&R is. What else? Well, anywho, my body is my temple, and your body is my temple too. And, we just got to take care of, the body, because that's all you got in the physical world until you die. But you don't want to die just yet, because then you'll be with me in heaven, and you just don't want to do that yet, right? So, if you're a sinner, then a sinner is anyone who hasn't said sorry to me, and I've gotten into your heart. You technically can sin a lot, but as long as you say sorry to me, you still get to go to heaven when you die. Them's the rules. Damn it, what else was I thinking? I'm really forgetful for an all-powerful God, an all-knowing God. Yeah. Well, anywho, I'm hearing some prayers coming in, so I got to answer those pretty soon. There's, people that are asking me for stuff, and I gotta, do my duties, picking up the phone. It's Jesus, what's up? Just call upon me. And it's part of the job, being the son of God, basically a secretary. People pray to me now instead of to God, so I gotta process all the mail. Shit, what else is going on? Damn it, there was one other thing I keep trying to tell y'all, but, okay, everybody's a temple, not a mom, I'm a rapper, I'm ripped as fuck. Did you all see that? Yeah, the Christ-like exercise you guys are gonna like. You better like it, because I made it. It's fearfully and wonderfully made, just like you, because I made you. You're welcome. God, the alcohol, it really did do a lot of damage to me over the years. There was a lot. I mean, that guy was spending basically every night, in the basement of heaven, just not doing shit with my life, drinking, 12, 16, 18 beers a night. So I wouldn't have to deal with the night and then do it again the next day, get up and go heal people the next day, hungover as fuck, and just like miserable, and it's just like amazing. I'm just like being sober for 1 week and just like, wow, I could feel like this all the time. It's a miracle. And all I had to do is not drink it. But it is hard, especially when you're starting off. Short time is the hard time. But there's meetings of things, and you can surrender your will to me, and me as you understand me. Oh yeah, I'll probably do another chapter on there, because I know some of you guys don't believe in me, and you still gotta turn your will over to me as you understand me, and there's a chapter to that. There's a chapter to the agnostics, and you can still benefit from turning your will over to me as you understand me, even if you don't believe in me. I know it sounds weird, but people do it, and people get sober and keep my temple in order, by doing so. Yeah, subscribe to my channel. I got a lot more great videos coming up. Now that I'm sober and not just bitching about how I got crucified for your sins and like how unfair that was, and I still got a lot of issues that I do have to work through. I'm still kind of bitter about kind of the way things happened when I was about 33. It was kind of a rough time. I was supposed to come in Jerusalem and be anointed king and everything, and they'd be like, tink, 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 tink. Like, oh, fuck, I'm dead. And they're like, oh, no, you're not dead. You just feel the sins of the entire world on you. I'm sorry. But, it is a serious issue. Post-traumatic shock makes you about 5 times more likely to develop substance abuse problems than, neurotypical people. And, the whole crucifixion is kind of up there as far as sustaining trauma, and it is just something I hadn't dealt with. I was trying to deal with it through alcohol, and that was a very ineffective way of doing so, because the problem's still there. It's just that I'm worse off and less capable of dealing with it if I'm just sitting around drinking all the time. So I'm gonna take the bull by the horns, and smash it and turn it into powder, and then make all the non-believers mix it with water and drink it and be like, ah. I did that once. Well, it was technically my dad, but my dad's also me, so we killed the non-believers after we took the bull by the horns and ground it into powder. It's in Exodus 20-something. I think it's 28 or 22. 20. It's Exodus 20-something. It's a great story. It's a good one. I'm a bit of a rambler. It's one of my powers. It's also one of my shortcomings. Not shortcomings. Whatever. Yeah. So I'm just now starting to deal with all the the problems that kind of got me to this point. The whole nobody understands. You've never been crucified, so how would you know? And just it kind of turned me into a total dick for a while. No one really wanted to talk to me. And I mean, less people are praying to me now than they used to, and I think part of that I have to accept is my fault. I wasn't really there for people because the beer, and it was just beer. Like hard alcohol wasn't my thing. I like beer. I don't like the hard stuff, but just alcohol was. I just wasn't there for people in the way that I was supposed to be. I was not fulfilling my duty as a god, and now it's like I've got a lot of making up to do. And as we go down the steps, step 3 is going to be made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of me as we understand me. And I'm at that step, and then a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves, and that one it's kind of it's a lot deeper than the other 3 steps combined, because you have all the self analysis, and it's a really deep way. That's going to take a whole video just by itself, because there's a lot there. Step 5 is admitting to me and to myself and to a human being, not another human being, because I'm not a human being, I'm God. The exact nature of our wrongs. That's going to be that is going to be a hard one, and I'm going to have to be doing it on here because as the God, I kind of have to admit to all human beings the nature of my wrongs, and there are a plethora of them. I don't know if you've noticed, between the fall of Rome and the Renaissance, I wasn't really doing the shit I was supposed to, and things kind of went wrong when I was supposed to be, taking care of business, and everyone was just setting people on fire and shit. And, I really gotta, accept my responsibility in that. But hell, that's That's step 5. And I'm still working on 4. But, I am thinking ahead. I know there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to do, that I'm going to have to take responsibility for, that I'm not particularly looking forward to. But I know that I have to, not just for myself, but for the future of humanity, because I am your salvation. And if I can't get my shit together, then what hope do you have? Still. Send up your prayers, your comments, your likes, subscribe. Yeah, have a hashtag blessed day. And it is Sunday, so remember, y'all owe me money. Bye now.